I need to sync 1, 2.
So,
Yes.
I'm bringing to your attention that I'm fucking tired, dude. I was playing Red Dead all yesterday. Like, all yesterday. Because I'm trying to hurry up and finish it before the game's been out for a month. Because at that point,
It's like,
it's my fault if anything gets spoiled.
I remember that.
yeah, you've been doing a pretty good job just keeping yourself with all the energy up throughout this entire day until now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll just keep.
RWBY.
It's RWBY. You gotta get on that. Gotta get on A game to start that roast. The moment that you see something, it's like boom, boom.
This is gonna hurt.
Ah! Oh. I didn't even need to do that to myself. I did it anyway for solidarity.
For solidarity.
All right, we're watching RWBY. It's Volume 6, Chapter 5. We're gonna watch it. 3, 2, 1, play. No chorus.
See, you don't need to know the chords. As long as you know how animatronics move.
Literally, you could just like B-roll it. But the guitar's not playing right now. I know.
There's a small guitar in the back.
Yeah, you're right. It's very minute.
I feel Silver Eyes information is going to come. And Crow dies.
Something's gonna happen to Crow, like. But the question is, what exactly are they gonna go through? Because as far as I know, they're just completely isolated in the winter snow, and all the forest and all that other stuff.
Everyone dies.
Okay. I hope Emerald changes sides at least. She doesn't look like she belongs there.
She's best girl right now.
Here's the best part. I'm best boy.
Sword, gun scythe.
Yeah. Alright.
It's got nothing on my RWBY weapon though. The brass knuckle knife gun.
Woof. Sam will be seeing that shit like, oh no. Okay, you win.
My information.
Oh yeah.
Of course,
Oh, the
I
spiders.
do, darling. Little Miss,
Miss
always
Muffet.
delivers. Word is they were seen boarding the August Limited a few weeks back. Well, that isn't exactly far from here.
August is rarely a destination for folks.
Chances are they'll be going straight to
Atlas.
Damn, she was done.
You know, you turned out to be
Quite the interesting customer.
They already know about her.
It's not often a single client brings me double the business.
Uh-oh. That...
Remember, who this?
It's Neo? Oh my god! I didn't think it would happen! But, good job, Rooster Teeth.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Are you just...
She's mad.
that all the actions caused her boyfriend to die? Well, that's just your damn fault. Just gonna do some quick swipes. Not bad.
I don't know who's
That
best
defies-
girl anymore.
This is actually really good looking.
Yeah, it is.
Holy shit.
So this is where all of season 5 went into.
Yeah,
Dude, she had a smile on her face during that swing.
yeah.
So you wish to do battle with me?
I can't look at this battle the same. Wait.
I love dinner and a show, but it's time to take it outside.
Do we just take it off? Oh.
Nice trick.
All right, right. She does do that kind of weird shit. What's
Turns
it?
into water?
She kind of like shatters. I guess that's her semblance. That torch was that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have time for your misplaced blame, girl. I didn't kill your boss. If you want revenge,
Take it up with Little Red.
Damn it! I told you this girl would take it on Little Red.
you're not the only one with a grudge against Listen!
Damn.
We both want that girl dead.
Magic. Maho.
And let's discuss how we kill her.
What a
together.
gross animation.
It is kind of weird, but I kind of get it.
Okay. Let's talk.
I actually can't talk.
Right.
Exactly.
I don't get it. The empty towns I passed through were all damaged or unfinished.
This one's just empty.
Fine.
Maybe everyone left in a hurry.
Before things took a turn?
They lock their doors.
Stay on guard.
Right. Yep.
I want to point out that he did kick the window.
Hmm.
I want to know what these windows are made out of.
I got my cane.
Close the door already! It's cold enough in here as it is.
Well, come inside first.
I saw a chimney from the outside.
Maybe we could get a fire going?
Please, I'll look for some blankets.
Yang, go with her.
What did I do? You just do protagonist things and... Fuck, I don't know.
Inner monologue or something. I don't know. What is it? Whatever it is you teenage girls do these days.
Well, that's the trope for all protagonists and not be able to be predicted by other characters in the cast.
What do you think?
Something doesn't feel right.
Let's look for some.
I'm gonna say... Maidens? Oh no! What the fuck?
They're just dead.
That's 2D animated fire, I noticed that. Interesting.
Their particle effects are 2D, it seems. Or at least flat.
Mm.
That is
Yeah.
unnervingly flat.
So, are they just gonna leave the bodies there? So,
Yeah.
yeah, we're
It's the same in every house.
What?
Bodies. Every bed in every home. It's like the whole estate just went to sleep and never woke up.
Then we're not staying here, right?
We don't have a choice. Storm outside's only getting worse. We'd freeze to death before we made it anywhere.
bodies at the blow. Type of thing.
Let the bodies go to sleep.
Might as well get comfortable.
Reads the book.
Fat chance.
Okay then. Let's do something. If this place wasn't abandoned, it might still have supplies we could use.
Hey, yeah. Maybe even a car.
I'll do another sweep of the grounds. No one else goes anywhere alone.
Yang and I can search the other buildings for vehicles.
Fine.
Whatever gets me out of this house.
Why are you in a sour mood?
I think it's still because of the Ozpin. Nothing's going according to her plan. Or her idea. Let's just bar that up a little bit. That's good enough.
Food always makes me feel better. Just saying.
Well, I'm not a fat piece of shit like you, Ruby.
Do, 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 do.
I'll tell you what.
You keep that fire fed. And I'll find us a story to read before bed.
Sounds great, Granny.
He rhymed.
It's cold.
It's a good thing that my right arm doesn't get cold.
It's a good thing that both our belly buttons are still showing.
It's a good thing that you and I both wear 2 push-up bras.
Street legal.
We can totally drive that.
What do you think happened here?
There's that well in the square. Maybe water contamination?
Ooh,
Maybe.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, no. But, I don't know. I'm just tired. Yeah. Hey, I found something.
A window.
We can totally ride in this. Ooh, okay.
What is it?
I saw a tree.
I was just seeing things. I'm sorry. I still get flashes from that night.
Ooh, calm down.
Do you think Adam's still out there?
Yes.
Yeah, he very much so is. Don't say you don't know. You know.
White Fang, there would have been serious consequences. But
He never really liked people telling him what to do. Adam's strong, but his real power comes from control.
used to get in my head, make me feel small.
But now I see he just wanted to pull me down to his size.
Hey, I'm not leaving. And if we ever see him again, I promise
I'll be there. I'll protect you.
What? What?
Oh.
Forget it. Let's just head back.
Oh.
But what about...
We're fine. We can hook that flatbed up to Bumblebee in the morning. Should carry everyone.
Oh, yeah.
She's not appreciating those Yuri advances. Gross. Front-facing iPhone camera. Flashlight.
That's kind of cool. Why didn't you use it? Why don't you just use that more often?
I know. Why do you make me waste my
Second
battery?
thought, maybe we should keep this room closed.
Huh?
I'm just not sure how well my uncle's taking all of this.
Oh.
Come on. We'll never get to Atlas on an empty stomach.
Ruby,
Are we really still going to Atlas? Why wouldn't we be? I mean,
you heard what Jen said. If there's no way to kill Salem, then what's the point in all of this?
I'm starting to see what the mood of this episode is supposed to be.
The
Sorry,
fibers of the
I
routine
don't know what I'm
Yeah.
ripping
saying.
apart.
Yeah.
I'm just really tired and I...
But we just got the band back together. We can't have a show RWBY not focus on Ruby because then we would call it RWBY.
At least we'll never have problems starting a fire. What's that?
Oh, you mean that big giant door in the middle of the room? I don't know. Maybe it's a big giant door in the middle of the room. Weiss.
what is it?
Beans, specifically.
And food.
Frijoles.
Trust me, you put enough salt on anything and it will taste just fine.
I don't think that's the right mentality you should have. She isn't wrong, though. I'm waiting for it.
Still
Doom, doom, doom.
seriously hate this place.
FBI, open up! Oh,
The
no.
door did open.
Guess yep, that's the end of the episode. Damn. I don't know. Considering like how short the episode is, and it kind of gave out everything that would need to be done. I think the most impactful thing was the fact that we got the confirmation that what was it? Neo was actually returning. Because the moment that we saw like Cinder in that robe, or at least I recognized Cinder in the robe, I just thought like, oh shit, that's not Neo then. But Neo is there. Nice.
I kept saying Neo. Did you believe me?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Let the record show. Gabe should be trusted of all accounts ever.
Okay. You want to be that dedicated like Smash leaker that gets everything right? I don't know how those people do it. I mean, some like are right, some aren't. But then there's one that's always so consistent.
Yeah. Then there's that guy that's like, yeah, Piranha Plant will be in it.
And like, no way. Shit. So it's nice to see Neo back. It definitely fills up that plot hole. Like, there's no way that a girl who's shown to be lighter than her own like parasol would just die. So they had to do something with her. The same idea like with Cinder like falling initially like off the edge. And it's like, oh, what happened to her? Is she dead now? And I was like, maybe not. They'll probably just leave it for sometime later. Turned out to be next season. Bless you. So that was that portion. And then the rest of the episode was kind of them like kind of settling down, doing almost kind of a side story type of thing, trying to uncover like what was going on to this house. And I guess throughout that they are going to like test the mettle of the team, since they just got reunited, and just see how things go. Good? No. I mean, Ying's having issues because she's still thinking about Adam in the negative way, and then Blake's trying to comfort her, but in the wrong way. Like, oh no, you lost your arm. Don't worry, I'll protect you. You can't fight. It's alright. And Ying's like, what the fuck? No, that's why I have this arm. I'm here now, baby. And Wife's like, I don't want to go home.
Right?
And Ruby's like, oh, food. It probably tastes terrible, Ruby. Yeah, but with salt. Alright. I feel bad for Crow, though.
For why?
Because he spent his entire life serving under Ozpin, and now knows the truth. He's just a plaything.
You are a child's plaything.
You are a toy.
You are a sad, strange little man. You have my baby.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. It looks like I think Maria might have something in store more than just a simple tale. She might actually talk about, I hope, the Silver Eyes, but we'll see. We'll find out like when that happens.
Next time.
Dragon Ball Z.
Other than that, the funny bit was having that was a really cool fight scene with Cinder and Neo. That was well choreographed and animated. I was like,
oh yes.
I was like, whoa, what's happening? Although I do kind of miss the old like camera work that they did with the first two volumes. It kind of just, I think with that type of style of like camera work, it kind of showed them a lot more. But they went with a more, dare I say, it would be like more like a westernized, like dynamic camera work, where they'll cut to different things, really just highlighting, I guess, the motions instead of like getting like a good panorama of like everything that was happening around them. But it's fine either way. Like I saw the movements, everything was actually very fluid, so it worked. Anything else I want to say? Oh yeah, the whole funny bit of just the fact that Neo still cannot talk. Like,
of course.
Oh, right. Also the bit where it's like I love having like an indoor fight or show and everything, but we should probably take this outside. Pause. But now seeing Cinder fight again makes me wonder, like, when's Raven coming back? she can't just leave like that now. She's gonna have to come, like maybe next volume or something like that, with Ruby and Co. Be like, oh, I've changed. I talked with your dad, Yang, and this is how it is. And she's like, all right. And then they started traveling together.
Yeah, sure, bro.
Aaron, can you start calling me daddy from now on? Yeah, sure. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the show. It was the episode itself, I guess overall is it was okay. I would say.
Yeah, right there.
Maybe like, how about a rating for it? I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
That's incorporating like not incorporating the length of the episode, but more over the fighting animation and just like, I guess the characters just having much more of a humanistic like side of them, like having all the negativity like surround them, and they're just trying to like be positive in their own way. Some of them a lot harder than others. Be happy. So I'd give it a 7 out of 10. It was solid enough for like the content itself versus like the length of it. So you're still doing the calculations. Yeah. So
I don't know. I really don't know how to feel about this episode. Like, it did some good in showing like what's what with the groups, how they're falling apart. I enjoyed the introduction of Neo.
Okay.
Well, the reintroduction of Neo. The particle effects. We pointed out that they're very, very flat. The fire especially is shooty to where when it came from another angle, you could visibly tell that they just skewed the like animation file.
I wonder if that's just gonna be their thing. Are they just gonna start incorporating some 2D animation into the 3D plane?
I don't know.
It can work at some points, but maybe not everyone.
Yeah, they're going to need a balance, like a hard balance for it, and I wonder how they're going to accomplish that.
But I don't know. Now I just want to see more Neo.
Right? Neo's great.
She's got the Torchwood hack, so all right, that's cool. That's a nod. Torchwood was supposed to be just like an underrated character, but turns out to be like everyone loves him anyway.
Right?
And so when they just killed him off like that, it's like everyone's like, oh, what the fuck? But it had to be done. He really was just a pawn in this overarching scheme.
Dude, he was a pawn's pawn.
We actually noticed though, like, I remember like the final confrontation like with Ruby and Torchwick in Volume 3. And Ruby was like, why are you doing all of this? It's like, what do you get out of this? And it's like, it's not about what I get. But it's, shit, what did he say?
I don't have any other choice.
Yeah, is that I don't have any other choice. So he was already alluding to this grand scheme that was going on. But back then, it just kind of like went over my head. I was like, yeah, that's whatever. He's saying just some ominous foretelling of things to happen, but in a way that's totally obscure, and we would never understand it.
Don't get me, Mom.
Speaking of like obscure, we still need to know about Silver Eyes.
Right?
I think that's the only thing I need to know. And then I'm just okay with the series.
And if you're not?
Well, damn, I guess we'll just be having a lot of like critiques on them. Well, it'll be critiques regardless, but still.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know more about Silver Eyes, because the only thing that we know is it's just a technique, something bloodline, deals with powerful warriors, and the fact that it froze like a dragon-esque rim. And to my understanding, it's still frozen there at this point.
Dragon-esque rim, he says. Why not just a sky rim?
Also the point where I guess Ruby took out an eye and maybe an arm from Cinder. I'm not sure if she always had that arm, but yeah.
What, her Guffy arm?
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. I think she always had that.
That's new, my friend.
I don't know.
Cause like even in RWBY Chibi, she has like an arm.
Oh, okay.
Not a Gibby arm.
Gotcha. Not like a. Yeah, that's not proportional to your actual other arm.
Yeah.
I see. All right.
Like she absolutely decimated the left side of Cinder.
Mm-hmm.
So I do want to point out that I am very lackluster in energy on this video. There's a couple points where I completely glassed my eyes and like I don't know whether I was awake or not. Like I couldn't tell you if my eyes were open or not. Right now they're closed because I'm resting my eyes.
Okay.
But yeah.
So what's the episode ratio from showing to actual episode?
All right. So our total runtime for the show is 14 minutes and 54 seconds.
Okay.
Now the amount of that show that's actually dedicated to the show is 12 minutes and 10 seconds. That is a percentage of 81.66% show. And that is a 2.6 increase from last week.
Okay.
So getting a wee bit more show
time.
However, these short episode lengths are bringing down the average runtime, which is now from 17 minutes something
to like 15.
It's down to 16:10.
Oh, it's pretty much just touching to where this is at. So, yeesh. Well, actually, I can't come up with a defense for that. It's just fuck.
So far, only 2 of the 5 episodes are above average. So that's a 40% grade.
Oof.
Granted.
Episode 5. I mean, we got this season's actually this volume is actually like 14 chapters. So it was announced by that. So we'll see by the end. I can at least anticipate maybe like a couple more 20-ish episodes or length minute, but otherwise it might stay within that balance of like 15 and 13. I would say if they still keep it at like around like an average of 15, like generally, I think that's still better than last volume. I think that was a lot less because there were some that were just like 12 minutes or barely hitting like 10. But I guess it is what it is for now.
Yeah.
I think right now they're doing a pretty good job at just handling like, or I think moreover like what is it, approaching a particular issue that people have had in the past, especially volume 5. So I think they're doing fine with that. So we'll just see. That's all I really have to add for that one. Is that all you have to add?
Final thought that I have on the episode is one, we brought it up a bunch of times, the excellent animation. And then I brought it up already, the jarring 2D animation that they added. The fire was really bad, but we initially noticed it with that tornado. That's somewhat excusable because wind is a very hard thing to show in like a 3D plane, especially since it's in an invisible force that encompasses us. I had an idea on how they could hopefully better implement like wind. When it comes to wind and you want to show like someone controlling it, I think the less is more, and it has a way better effect. You can't see wind blowing, you could see the effects that it has. So if she was using her powers and you could see dust getting kicked up as opposed to a column of wind in a cyclone around her, I think it would have had more weight. It would have gave it more mysticism, and definitely that bucket fire wouldn't have stolen like what marvelous detail was put into that scene.
Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot, like overlooked the whole wind thing. But yeah, that was definitely a weird thing, but at the same time, to give it minimal effect, I think it was okay. Because again, like as you were saying, in a 3D plane, like wind is kind of weird to show.
Yeah.
It's better than like a 2D plane where everything just kind of has like, well, a flatter look to it, obviously.
Yeah.
So.
And on top of that, you have control over everything about the situation, the lighting, the date, position. All of that bends to your will. Whereas live movies or even TV shows are confined to that small space that they have. And that's what Rooster Teeth is unhindered by.
All right. Well, let's end the discussion there, and we'll just move on to the next thing because we'll just like pan through all these so that you have a lot more time just to get all of that and also rest like later on. So we'll just end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. #bye everyone.